Yes, good evening. It's Jim from jackfx.com. It is Tuesday, the 10th of March 2020. This is my weekly analysis video where I go over all of the pairs on the daily chart that I'm trading using the high probability method. There's quite a few pairs, so we'll get straight into them. But first up, if you do like these videos, guys, please hit the subscribe button or just hit the like button. It's greatly appreciated. So let's have a look. I've moved all my daily charts over to the TradingView platform, as you can see. So on the right is my, what I call it, watch list. And anyone that's highlighted with orange means there's an open trade, one or more trades on that pair. So you can see there's only a few blue ones. It's my whole list, and there's only one below that, and that'd be gold. So we'll go through each pair, and I'll explain where we're at and what we're doing when we look at them. So here's the AusCAD. You can just pause the video and read my notes. I normally have the pair and pips to date and any other trading information. It normally works from the top down. So there's no trade on the AusCAD. You can see it's a blue dot there, no trade. Hence there's no information there. I do draw trend lines in, getting ready for potential moves in the market. So I always like to be one step ahead. Now these trend lines are obviously red ones, which means they're bearish, and that is possibly setting up for hidden bearish divergence. So I'm always drawing them in. So we'll keep on moving. Aus-Swiss. Now, the only thing with TradingView is I can't really move my writing, my text, split it up enough. Like with MT4, I would have the writing, each individual line would be sort of around the line. So it gets a little bit messy. What I can do is try and move it somewhere. Yeah, so there's no even place I can move it. So probably in there somewhere you could probably pause the video and read it, have a look. See, Aus-Swiss, got a lot happening, a lot of trades happening. So I'll just move that back down. So basically got a couple of sequences running. What you can do is just pause the video and, as I said, read my notes. So I basically have taken a buy, hedge sell, second buy, second hedge sell, third buy. Now I'm just having a look, see where if I took it. Then here I took a hedge sell, and I think that was the, where are we? Third hedge sell, fourth hedge sell, 65085, yeah. And that coincides, because there it is there, 65085. And the second sequence, I took another, start a second sequence, because the MACD platinum's above the zero level, and there's a sell signal there. So I took that sell. So that started a new sequence. And that, I think, is still in play, and that's a stop there on the red line. So my buy is the intersection of the blue lines. My sell is the intersection of the red lines. If you see red dotted lines, that's normally a stop. Now, this other sequence has continued. It's hedged at the moment, so that's fully hedged, this whole top sequence, whereas this second trade, so second sequence is a standalone. Now, I'm not sure, did I take a trade in here? I can't remember. It would have been a good setup. I'm pretty sure I would have. Waiting on a buy for the first sequence, yeah. And I have to apologise too, because I've moved the charts across from MT4, some of the actual trade signals aren't exactly the same on TradingView. Just different price feeds and that gives the indicators a different sort of look. This will all work out eventually once I get a few trades and sequences going through on TradingView, but at the moment, a little bit ugly. You can see the sell's a bit off. That's why I put a note there, waiting on a buy, because I don't want to confuse myself. Just sometimes they're about one candle out or something like that. And it gets here, this one here, the green dot, the QMP filter was there, but the buy signal on TradingView wasn't until, on MT4 wasn't until there. So that'll work out eventually. But it's a little bit messy. My overall break even for all the trades is way down here somewhere. So no big deal, because I'm not expecting to go down there. But these big moves in the last couple of days with the market going haywire makes it a little bit tough. Oz Yen in a sell up here, heading down nicely, closed out half, got a stop and place, pulled my stop down a little bit. So yeah, this big candles on Monday were huge. Oz New Zealand, probably getting close to taking some action on this. So I took a sell, a buy, a hedge buy, and a second sell. So everything, you can see the MACD is all above the zero level. So there's a sell, buy, sell. You can read the notes there. So the sell's at 0.02, the hedge buy's at 0.02, the second sell's at 0.06. This yellow line, it's a little bit hard to see, dashed line is my overall break even. And as long as price is below that, all those trades are in profit. So tomorrow, if the MACD Platinum does get to the zero level, it's pretty close. I might just take a few pips there. I could look at, say, closing the original sell or even leaving that open, closing the hedge buy and closing part of the second sell. If I close that buy there and if I close, say, 0.4 of that second sell, it might be enough to cover that losing buy trade. Then I can have two sells in place, put a stop in place and put myself in a no lose position. But it's looking pretty good at the moment. Aussie New Zealand, don't think I'm going to be saying the same thing. Yeah, here we go. Aussie USD, took a buy here, took a hedge sell, took a second buy. My overall break even was this level here, and it did break up through there for 3 days or so and spiked up on Monday. Now it's dropping away quickly. The problem was I didn't close it, and I probably should have had a look at it when the MACD Platinum, the light blue line, you might not be able to see it, it sort of went through the zero level. So it gives you a heads up when it's going to go through the zero level. And it wasn't, I mainly look at this orange or brown line, and it didn't go through. And by the time it did go through the zero level and being confirmed, like the candle close, this thing had already started to drop off. So it's gone to my break-even level. Now I might have to look at other trades. If you see green trend lines, normally represents bullish type divergence. If you see a blue trend line like this, it's just an interesting area I'm looking at for some reason. It could be support, double top, double bottom, a trend line across highs, etc., lows. So I'm going to have to take some further action on the Aussie because I can see it just dropping away at the moment. And here's one CAD Swiss. This has got away from me and I'm sort of kicking myself because I'm so cocky about this. I'm in all these, you can read up here, I'm in all these 4 buy trades up here. I haven't drawn the horizontal lines just to give myself, but it's basically across these green dots here. So they're up in this area here, the 4 buy trades. In the meantime, I took a standalone sell trade down here, but that's not helping because that's just a small position size. And these buy trades, as you can see, are half a full lot. Overall break even for them's up there. So I'm just going to grin and bear it at the moment. I've got a few pips in the bank on this, so I'm going to wait till this comes down. This sell at the moment, I've got a sell here and the stop's up here, but don't worry about that. I can move that down any time. And once I get a sort of a green dot or something on the MACD Platinum, I'll start tightening that stop up, then start looking for buys and try and work my way out of these 5 ugly pairs and try and keep on accumulating the pips as I try to work my way out. Yeah, just had that big drop off in the last few days, last week or so. Normally I would expect this to turn and go back up, but didn't. And now I've been caught with my pants down. CAD Yen, sell trade all the way up here, which is great. Dropped nicely for me. Closed half, stop in place. I can move that down any time, no rush. Swiss Yen, buy, sell, buy, hedge, sell, second buy, and second hedge sell. And as you can see on my notes, I probably should have taken that as a standalone sell up here. It's a nice double top. In hindsight, it looks good. I wish I'd taken it. It would have been nice. It would have reduced my, I find it a little bit harder to trade this one. I've only got 87 pips since I started trading on this, so it's not an easy one for me. At the moment, we're looking for a buy, try and get out this hedge. And once we get that, we'll hopefully clear these because they're all pretty close, so it's not too bad. So it's just, at the moment, fully hedged, locking in a loss. Euro Aussie, no, at least I'm in profit, not like I'd expect. Took a buy down here. That's going all right, and that's got a stop in place below this low here, so I've already closed half of that. I took another sell and thought that was a pretty good sell signal, even though it's a high risk sell against the trend in that. And I probably wrote that, yep. So, but I had a partial hedge with that buy, and it shot up, and I've taken this hedge buy this morning, and so it's pushed it up. So overall, I'm plus 0.01, and my overall break even 74081, which is that yellow dashed line. And at the moment, as prices above it, if I closed all 3 trades, I'd make a very small profit. So ideally, I'm looking for another sell trade on this side here to take me out of this hedge and push this stop up. At least we're in profit at the moment overall, surprisingly. Euro CAD in a buy all the way down here is good entry, and it's, as we all know, it's gone up and up and up. And I can move my stop up anytime I please. I guess, again, waiting on a opposite coloured dot on the MACD Platinum. Euro Swiss in a sell, I think already, no, I haven't done anything yet. It's still up here, nice and high above the MACD Platinum. It looks like it wants to go down, but I was concerned it'd break this low, and it has, but not convincing. It's not a fast-moving pair at the best of times, but it was a good setup, and at least we're in profit. Euro Pound, took a buy here, and I think that's, oh no, just down as 0.1 on that buy, so there's a stop in place for that buy. I got a sell signal here. I don't know why I didn't take it, but I'll put a note there, look to possibly take this sell. Now, in hindsight, I'm glad I didn't take it, but technically it was not a bad signal. There's divergence from there to there, down there. It's against the 240 LMA. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't take it. Let's just let this go and see if it presents another one, because the MACD Platinum's a long way above the 0 level. Who knows? But at the moment, I didn't take it, which was okay. Euro Yen in a few trades here. I think I'm in a couple of individual ones here too. In a sequence, buy, hedge sell, second buy. Didn't get to my overall break even. Took the hedge sell. At the same time I took that second hedge sell, I started a second sequence, roughly about the same price, not far off. And that has gone down nicely, and I should be, oh yeah, I've already closed 0.1. That was yesterday, which is fine. Added a few more pips to the bank, and there's a stop in place for that second sell, that second sequence sell just above the entry there. Ideally looking for a buy again to break this hedge up here, because that sequence is hedged, and the second sequence is by itself. And my overall break-even's all the way down here, but I'm looking to go up anyway, so it's no big deal. That's the Euro Yen. Euro New Zealand, nothing happening at the moment. Consider a sell here. Yeah, I got a sell signal. Just nothing really exciting there to take it. I could have said, and I might still take it, it's a bit like the Euro Pound. The MACD Platinum's a long way above the 0 level. I didn't take it at the time. Price has gone up, so in hindsight it's worked out, and price is now up here, way above there. If it keeps on going up, I might look at drawing a trend line and take it. If the sell remains valid, take a sell on the break of the trend line. If it turns to a blue dot, like a buy signal, which wouldn't be valid anyway because the MACD Platinum's above the 0 level, then I'll just wait for the sell and look at taking that and just see if there's divergence and stuff. But we've made a few pips on this, so it's pretty good. We were lucky. Euro USD in a buy. I've still got 0.02 on this. Took the buy. It was a part of a sequence of buy, sell, buy. Close out those 2 trades and kept this one on with 0.0. Get a red dot on the MACD Platinum. I'll close out another 0.1 and I'll bring the stop up somewhere a lot tighter. So looking good on the Euro USD. Pound Aussie, nothing doing. There was a sell signal here, and I actually made notes at the time, so I'm not going to take it, which I didn't. And there's been a buy, but it's not really a valid buy signal. And this ugly candle on the Aussie and the CAD, Aussie and the NZ pairs moved on Monday, so it's making things a little bit harder. But got a few pips in the bank, so we'll just sit tight and wait. Pound CAD in a buy, closed half, stop in place above the entry level, looking okay. So yeah, all good there. Pound Swiss maybe. Grab my mouse cord. I must be the only person on the planet that still uses a mouse with a cord. As now the all right, took a sell up here. It was a part of a sequence. So the first sell was there, hedge buy was there, and the second sell was there, and I've closed both of them obviously. And now I've closed. I'm down to 0.1 on this one. Just drew this sort of support level. Looks like it's going to break through there. The grey lines, vertical lines, mean I'm looking at something. It's just a warning signal. In this case, there's a green dot on the MACD platinum below the zero level, so I'm starting to look for buys. Hence my stop on that sell would have been tightened up. But can't lose, looking good. Pound yen in a sell up here, which is good. Closed half, dragged my stop down. Yeah, looking all right at the moment. Pound yen, need to make up some pips on that pair. Pound New Zealand's caused me a bit of grief. Here's one of those trend lines I've drawn, just a blue one that's just of interest because it's across those lows there and the price just can't seem to break it. You can read my notes. There's a sell here, hedge buy, second sell, didn't really come down, went up, took a hedge buy. A second buy. Now, I didn't take the sell there because I think it was on MT4 and that sell wasn't on the MT4, it's on TradingView. That's why I didn't take it, which in hindsight, which is a good thing. And hence, then there was a buy on TradingView. So now I'm waiting on a sell. So that's why the sell wasn't taken, because I moved my charts all across from MT4, which is a good thing because I actually lost that platform completely and I've lost some other profiles. Real pain. So I like that TradingView. It's web-based and it's pretty consistent. Now, pound USD. Another one's caused me grief. I've got these three dangling sell trades all the way back here. You can see them written up there. I've locked a few pips and a few dollars in the bank. So I've made some money on this. But then I got stuck into this sequence. Again, I haven't drawn the horizontal lines just to declutter the chart. And again, you might see slightly different vertical lines compared to where they were on the MT4 platform. This is TradingView, slightly different price feed. So I was going well, took this big buy trade in there somewhere, going all right, went up nicely, hit this sort of level up here. Now it's just dropping away through the zero level on the MACD Platinum. So I might start looking at maybe closing out any buy trades that are in profit if I get a sell. It's just, I wish it just kept on pushing up to this. That's a break even just for all these trades. It didn't have that far to go, not in the daily, and this thing's still my head in. Especially all this crap underneath on the MACD Platinum below the zero level. That's a lot for this pair. So now I've got a bit of a quandary. I could try and take some profit on one of these buy trades, or maybe, it looks like there's only one that's going to be in profit. That'll be this one here. Even that might not be. So yeah, ideally, if it just dropped off a cliff and took these three sell trades out, then I could deal with all these other trades because they're all pretty tight, which is good. But these are a long way away. So I've got some thinking to do on the pound USD, but in the meantime, hopefully make some dollars on other pairs. New Zealand CAD, locked some pips in the bank. I was in a couple of ugly sequences, managed to get out both of them, but there's nothing happening at the moment. And those big FU candles from Monday and Tuesday do my head in. New Zealand Swiss, I'm in a hedge sequence here. The good thing is all these things are pretty close. I took a buy, hedge sell, second buy, second hedge sell, Again, it could have been a standalone sell, which in hindsight would have been a great thing, but I didn't take it. So now looking for a buy, and at the moment, not even close. So we're just locking in a loss at the moment. The only thing we're really losing is overnight interest rate or the swap. And the same can be said for the Japanese, New Zealand Japanese yen. Buy, hedge sell, second buy, second hedge sell, all below the zero level. And looking again, huge candle on Monday, gap on the weekend. The world's panicking. Yeah, we need a buy to get up here somewhere and get some of these, recover some of these pips. New Zealand USD, another one that's in break even. Buy, hedge sell, second buy. Now popped up here on this candle through the buy, and I thought, here we go, life's good. But that was Friday. My MACD Platinum still wasn't through the zero level. Come Monday, look at this ugly candle. That's a huge move. What's that? Let's have a look. So where's the start? About there, up to about there. So that's a 440 pip move roughly. That's a big move on the New Zealand USD range in one day. Now now get back to where we're at. We're at the break even, close to it. I need when I want these 1, 2, 3 type trades, I just wanted to push right up, like push up towards the initial entry sort of level. But in this case, like the Aussie, it's dropping away quickly. There's obviously some sort of strength on the USD. So yeah, it's not good at the moment. I'm going to have to work my way out of it. Probably take another hedge sell, then take another buy. But we'll see. USD CAD, my least favourite pair. Yeah, strength on the US obviously because it's going up. It's one I'm negative in pips overall. It's just like, even though it looks like it moves nicely, I just have some problems trading it. USD Swiss franc. This is one I haven't done too well trading, but it looks like I might recover that shortly. Took a sell up here. I think it was it was a big sell. It's part of a sell, hedge buy, second sell. So it's a part of a sequence in here. These 3 trades in here. Closed these 2. Closed 0.4 of that. So at the moment I'm 0.02 short still. If I get a green dot on the MACD Platinum below the zero level, I'll close out another 0.1 and bring a stop in somewhere. Generally with my stops, I'll just drop down to a 4-hour chart and have a look for somewhere that's a bit of a fractal. So in this case, so drop down to a 4-hour chart. Now you could put a stop up here somewhere, keep it amongst the MAs, or depending on, even up here, just in that area sort of thing, No real need to do that, but it just gives me a bit of an idea. It's a bit hard when you've got this parabolic drop anyway. It's a bit hard to find a decent spot. USD Japanese yen in nothing at the moment. Few pips in the bank. I'm still kicking myself. I got out of a sell up here somewhere. Ridiculous. And one more. I'm just going to use my finger on it, but that's on my monitor. And I haven't got a... So the gold, got a hanging, dangling sell down here. I've got a few dollars to play with, but this is a decent size. It's a long way. So I'm looking for some sort of other sell signal now to try and take my way down towards that one and try and at least sort of clear it. I'm over these metals, I think. So that's it, guys, for the daily charts. I think that's the one, yeah. So, yeah, it's a bit messy, some of them. There's a lot of hedging going on. I've got to wait for some moves. Those candles from Monday and probably even today didn't really help much, or the big moves on the weekend. It's a combination of the oil prices, that the Russians fighting the Saudis, which is ultimately trying to get at the Americans, I think, in a long way sort of round. And then you have obviously the coronavirus is creating panic around the world. The economies are all shutting down. The stock markets are, falling off the edge of a cliff. A lot of people are saying it's a good time to buy stocks. Geez, you sure about that? I don't know. I think there might be some downside still. I haven't had a look at the markets yet tonight, but yeah, I think there's still some downside. I wouldn't get too excited buying just yet. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Enjoy your night, and any to all those that have just recently either joined the Facebook group, Telegram group, or subscribed to the YouTube channel. Thanks very much. You're more than welcome to join any of those. It is appreciated. All right. Talk to you later. Cheers.